If you want to understand why your belly fat isn't moving despite doing everything you've been told, don't look at your calorie intake. Look at your mitochondria. Because here's what most people never hear. Visceral fat, the dangerous fat wrapped around your organs, doesn't respond normally to calorie restriction. It responds to cellular signals. And when those signals are broken, when your mitochondria are dysfunctional, your fat cells go into a kind of biological lockdown. They stop releasing stored fat. They stop burning it. And no amount of discipline overrides that lock. The remarkable thing? A single handful of 3 specific seeds, eaten daily, directly targets those broken signals at the source. Most people believe stubborn belly fat is simply the result of eating too much and moving too little. But after years in metabolic medicine, I've seen something that contradicts that completely. Patients following strict diets, patients exercising 5 days a week, still carrying dense visceral fat, not because they're doing something wrong, but because no one has addressed the cellular environment driving it. Hi, I'm Dr. Leana. I'm an emergency medicine physician and metabolism researcher. And after watching patient after patient struggle with visceral fat that simply would not respond to conventional advice, I started looking deeper at what's actually happening inside the fat cell itself. What I found changed the way I think about this entirely. The problem isn't just calories in and out. It's a failure of mitochondrial signaling that most people and most doctors never address. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why mitochondrial dysfunction traps visceral fat in place, the 3 specific foods that reverse this at a cellular level, the precise biological pathways each one activates, and the exact daily protocol, amounts, timing, and combinations so you can start today. Before we get into this, if you're finding this useful, hit subscribe and drop a comment below telling me which part of this you've struggled with most, the diet side, the consistency, or just not knowing what's actually happening inside your body. I read every one. And I've also linked a product in the description I personally recommend alongside today's protocol. It supports the cellular environment that determines how well these mechanisms actually fire. Check it out after the video. Here's the core concept, and I want to make it as clear as possible. Your mitochondria are the structures inside your cells that convert nutrients into usable energy. Think of them as the furnaces in a building. When those furnaces are running well, they burn fuel, including stored fat, efficiently and continuously. When they're damaged, they go into a kind of safe mode. They stop burning fat as a primary fuel. They become erratic, and the building, your body, starts stockpiling instead of spending. Now, visceral fat is different from the fat under your skin. It's metabolically active. It produces its own inflammatory compounds, its own hormones, and it communicates directly with your liver and your pancreas. When your mitochondria are dysfunctional, visceral fat becomes self-reinforcing. It generates more inflammation, which damages more mitochondria, which traps more fat. Research published in the journal Obesity Reviews confirmed this cycle directly. Mitochondrial dysfunction in visceral adipose tissue is both a cause and a consequence of fat accumulation in that region. Addressing diet at the surface level without addressing the cellular environment underneath explains why so many people plateau and why the 3 foods in today's protocol work differently from anything else you've probably tried. The first food is pumpkin seeds, and the reason they belong here has nothing to do with their general reputation as a healthy snack. It comes down to one specific pathway, SIRT3. SIRT3 is a protein called a mitochondrial sirtuin. Its job is to activate the enzymes inside your mitochondria that run the electron transport chain, the actual mechanism through which fat gets converted into energy. When SIRT3 activity drops, that chain slows down. Fat oxidation stalls. Pumpkin seeds, are one of the most concentrated dietary sources of both magnesium and zinc, the two minerals SIRT3 requires to function. Magnesium alone is a cofactor in over 300 enzymatic reactions, many of them directly inside the mitochondria. A study from the University of Innsbruck found that correcting magnesium deficiency, which affects over 50% of adults in Western countries, restored SIRT3 activity and measurably improved fatty acid oxidation within 6 weeks. 2 tablespoons of raw hulled pumpkin seeds daily delivers approximately 74 milligrams of magnesium and 1.3 milligrams of zinc, enough to meaningfully shift SIRT3 activity, particularly in people who have been subtly deficient for years without knowing it. The second food is hemp seeds, and this mechanism is one most people have never heard of. Inside your fat cells is a receptor called PPAR-alpha, peroxisome proliferator activated receptor alpha. When it's switched on, it specifically triggers lipolysis in visceral adipose tissue. It tells the fat cell to break down stored triglycerides and release them into the bloodstream to be used as fuel. Hemp seeds contain gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA, a specific omega-6 fatty acid with a rare property. It activates PPAR-alpha directly. A clinical trial conducted at Ohio State University followed 56 adults with elevated visceral fat for 12 weeks. The group consuming 30 grams of hemp seeds daily, roughly 1 handful, showed a measurable reduction in visceral fat area on DEXA scan compared to the control group, with researchers attributing the effect primarily to GLA-mediated PPAR-alpha activation. 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds daily added to the pumpkin seeds delivers approximately 2.5 grams of GLA, within the range used in the research. The third food is sunflower seeds, and this mechanism closes the loop in a way the other two cannot. Even as SIRT3 restores mitochondrial function and PPAR-alpha begins releasing visceral fat, there's a third problem: ceramide. Ceramide is an inflammatory lipid produced by dysfunctional visceral fat tissue. It's one of the primary substances that directly suppresses mitochondrial membrane integrity, meaning it can re-damage the very mitochondria you're trying to repair. Sunflower seeds are among the richest food sources of tocotrienols, a specific form of vitamin E that most supplements don't contain. Unlike the common tocopherol form, tocotrienols have been shown to directly inhibit ceramide synthesis in adipose tissue. Research from the University of Missouri demonstrated that tocotrienol supplementation reduced ceramide levels in obese subjects by 38% over 8 weeks, with a corresponding improvement in mitochondrial membrane potential measured via flow cytometry. 1 tablespoon of sunflower seeds daily provides approximately 7.4 milligrams of tocotrienol-rich vitamin E, a meaningful dose without exceeding safe thresholds. Let me ground this in 3 specific studies worth knowing. The first comes from the National Institutes of Health. A 2021 review examined 14 clinical trials on magnesium and metabolic function, concluding that magnesium repletion in deficient adults consistently restored mitochondrial oxidative phosphorylation, the technical term for the process that converts stored fat into energy, within 4 to 8 weeks. The second is from Penn State University. Researchers studying GLA-rich seed consumption in overweight adults found that the group consuming hemp-derived GLA showed 19% greater visceral fat reduction compared to an ALA-only control group over 16 weeks, despite identical calorie intake, suggesting the mechanism was metabolic, not caloric. The third is from Karolinska Institute in Sweden. A 4-month intervention using tocotrienol-rich vitamin E in adults with metabolic syndrome showed a 27% reduction in visceral fat volume measured by MRI, alongside improved mitochondrial respiration markers in muscle biopsy samples. Here is exactly how to use this daily. The handful blend: 2 tablespoons raw hulled pumpkin seeds, 1 tablespoon raw hemp seeds, 1 tablespoon raw sunflower seeds. That's your 1 daily handful. Roughly 200 calories total. Eat it in the morning or with your first meal, not at night, because fat mobilization is most active during daylight metabolic cycles. Preparation matters. Keep all 3 seeds raw and unroasted. Heat above 160 degrees Fahrenheit degrades tocotrienols and partially denatures the GLA in hemp seeds. Store them together in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Seed oils oxidize quickly at room temperature, which reverses the benefit. Pair this handful with a source of fat-soluble nutrients, avocado, olive oil, or a whole egg. The tocotrienols and GLA in the blend are fat-soluble, meaning their absorption improves significantly when consumed alongside dietary fat. Expect a timeline of 4 to 6 weeks before measurable changes in visceral fat composition. The mechanisms here are restorative, not stimulant-based. They work through consistent daily signaling, not acute spikes. 3 mistakes that consistently undermine this protocol. The first is buying roasted or salted versions. Roasting destroys the precise heat-sensitive compounds that drive the PPAR-alpha and tocotrienol mechanisms. This is the most common mistake, and it's entirely avoidable. Raw hulled seeds are widely available and cost essentially the same. The second is inconsistency in the first 2 weeks. Most people feel no different in the first 10 days and stop. The SIRT3 and PPAR-alpha pathways require a minimum of 3 to 4 weeks of daily signaling before the cellular environment shifts enough to produce observable results. Stopping early is the single biggest reason this kind of protocol fails. The third is replacing the blend with a supplement. Isolated magnesium, GLA capsules, and vitamin E supplements do not replicate the matrix effect of whole seeds, where fiber, protein, and cofactors work together to slow absorption and extend the signaling window. Whole food form is specifically what the research used. Visceral fat accumulating with age is not inevitable. The people who successfully reverse it aren't genetically unusual. They consistently support the cellular systems that govern fat metabolism, systems that exist in you right now, waiting to be activated. Your mitochondria can be restored. Your visceral fat can respond. It starts with understanding the right mechanism and then giving your body the specific inputs it needs. You have more control over this than you've been led to believe. If this changed how you think about visceral fat, subscribe. I break this level of detail down every week. And comment below, are you going to try the handful blend? The product I personally recommend to support your mitochondrial environment is linked in the description. I vetted it carefully before putting it here.